All right. Let's see what happens. I'm having some issues. It's not sending the alert out. For whatever the fucking reason is. No alert, which means way less people watching. I'm trying to get the alert to send out, Alberto, and the fucking alert is not going out. That's the problem. I keep doing other things to get the alert to go out. You're going to see it's probably going to be like 7 people in here. Fucking annoying. Excuse me. What I did yesterday, which was smart, was I went live on my YouTube app on my phone. Not yesterday, 2 days ago, and that worked. So I'm going to try that again, but it wasn't working. And now it shows nobody's in here. But whatever, let me try it. First let me go to YouTube. Hold on. This is just what we're going to be doing here, I suppose. Which is pretty fucking annoying. That it's giving me these problems. Let me go to my studio. Content. Let me turn this one to monetize because it's not. Boom. All right, now let me delete all of these. Yeah, look at all these that I did. I did all these, did a whole shitload of them. None of them sent the alert, which is crazy. All right, so let me delete all these. Hold on. Delete. Yes, fuck off. All right. Now everybody's in here. Did you guys get the alert? Did you guys get the alert? Because that's funny, CJ. Because I did not get the alert. Did you guys get the alert? Please tell me right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go live on my YouTube. After the third one, you didn't. Did you get any of the alerts to begin with? Did you guys get any of the alerts to begin with? You said 3. So you got 3 alerts? You did get the alert. Wait, you got it like right when I went live? So I'm going to try and go with this one, see if it works. So I'm going on my YouTube app. Yeah, you guys got the alert. Well, you did. Okay. Well, I didn't. I don't know why it didn't send the alert to my email. This is why I kept restarting it. Because I feel like if I didn't get it, a lot of you didn't get it. You didn't get anything. See? See? Well, I'm glad you're here either way. Was Paul right about Canelo? What you mean? Was he right in terms of what? No alert. Yeah, see? You had to search it up. You the man, girlfriend. You the man, girlfriend. TGIF, word life. Weird. I did. You got the alert? That's fucking weird. Well, hopefully, yeah, I don't know. No, I didn't, but I'm gonna watch this video with you guys right now. I'm about to end this other live because it's not yesterday when I sent the alert. So look, I'm live with this, but let me end this and okay. And now let me go here and cancel it. And let's piece it out. All right. Can somebody put the link in the chat for the Jake Paul video so we could watch it? I saw it pop up on my phone, but I didn't actually watch it. I was too busy, give myself a fresh cut. You know what I'm saying? Look how much younger I look. Don't I look literally 10 years younger when I shave? I could pass my 30s now. Before I couldn't. Right? I could be like 38. No? Yeah, I always say first time I didn't get, yeah, I always say first this time I didn't get anything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll bet it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Hold on. It's kind of bullshit that the alert's not going out because, like, if this was my main source of income, I'd be pissed right now. Let me set the super chat goal. Probably not going to happen, but fuck it. Can't hurt. All right. Now let me click on this thing Alberto gave us. All right, let's peep it. You guys ready? We'll check it out together. Danny, what? Did anybody get the alert for my live except Alberto? I'm gonna do the live again in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna do it again on my YouTube app, see if it works. But okay, let's check this. Let's check this Turkey Al Sheikh post. Oh, okay. So now I gotta
fight real
hold on.
fighters.
All right, hold on. So I saw what Canelo did. Are you guys ready? Let's watch this. Okay, do this. Ooh, look at that. All right, here we go.
Oh, Canelo, you puta.
And this fucking YouTuber, I just fight real fighters.
Time to expose them. So we had a signed contract to fight. Here you can see Canelo's signature and my signature to the right, claiming he's not fighting YouTubers. Bullshit. Look at the poster. We were announcing Tuesday, February 11th, claiming he fights real fighters, but he's shit. Look at it. Look at the poster.
I want to see this poster. Canelo Alvarez versus Jake Paul. Okay, the Mexican flag, the American flag, Saturday, May 3rd, July live. Damn. Okay.
We were announcing Tuesday, February 11th, claiming he fights real fighters, but he's fighting Crawford, a 135-pound fighter, and running from a real fighter like David Bennett.
Well, Crawford wasn't 135 for about 10 years, but okay, I get where you're going with it. Lighter.
Vitas, you bitch. The truth is you can be bought. You're a money-hungry squirrel chasing your next nut. The truth is these sports-washing shady characters are paying you hundreds of millions of dollars to stop our fight from happening because they couldn't fathom the fact that they can't create a bigger fight than me and you. Al Heyman has made you hundreds of millions of dollars, and you turned your back on him for this check. Disloyal. And you were begging to do this fight on pay-per-view. But I have loyalty. Loyalty to Netflix, doing the biggest numbers. And you call me a YouTuber, but you've never had a boxing match as big as mine. Remember you told my team that your daughter came home and asked if you were fighting Jake Paul? She was all excited. You said that was the first time your daughter's ever asked you about a fight. And you're screwing over all your Mexican fans by doing your fights in Saudi. It just shows what type of person you are. And I promise you one thing, Canelo. Any fight that you do this year, mine will be bigger. So go fuck off to your boss, you Ring Magazine employee, you pink and orange bitch. And oh, fix that herpy on your lip, you dirty puta.
Damn. Yo. Damn. We used to have a saying back in NYC called somebody got herbed. Jake just herbed him. Or sunned him. Or as you guys would say now, little broed him. And that is a freckle, Danny. That's absolutely correct. That's a birthmark. They had it agreed. Wow. They had it agreed. That's insane. Wow. I can't believe that. They had it agreed upon. I'm going to go live again with this, see if it gets the alert out. I'm going to have to keep doing it all night till the fucking alert goes out. It's weird how it lets me go live from the app, and I'm already live with you guys. So I'm wondering if, like, when somebody goes on, do they see me live twice? But it'll work eventually. Wow. Wow. So what do we think about this? We should talk about this. Is there anything else, any other links you guys could send out that we could see, like, what other information, what's happening, or it's just that? Marco, first time ever, and it will happen, and it will never happen again. I agree with Jake. I know. I kind of agree with him too. Isn't that crazy? Jake needs Canelo more than Canelo. See, I don't agree that Jake's fight will be bigger than Canelo's, whatever he does next. That I don't agree with. Marco, I think you may have missed your chance with Turkey. He was in Reddit answering questions from fans, and that would... No, why didn't you bring me up? I asked all you guys, please. I might even make a fucking a video on it. It's a little thirsty, though, so I'm be like, please hit Turkey up. Tell him you guys want to see me there. He's bringing everybody in. I think he can get me in to, like, come up with a good little intro for fights. Like, I'll do the 3-minute intro for, like, the Canelo fight. I could see him doing that. Yeah, see, this is not... The alerts are just not going out. Fucking hell. All right, well, fuck it. I guess that's what I'm dealing with. Yeah, the alerts are not going out, but I want to see Jake Paul knocked out. Yeah, you and a lot of other people. Bigger on free TV versus pay-per-view is disingenuous stance. Well, another thing, him saying he's loyal to Netflix, like, I don't know the inner workings, but I'm assuming he has a contract. So you can't, it's not about loyalty, it's about being contractually obligated, like getting the shit suit out of you if you go outside of those parameters. Parameters, I meant to say. What's up, dude? Yo, did you get the alert, that dude, or you just saw me? I don't think anybody cooking. Everybody. Did anybody get the alert for me going live right now? I'm saying that'd be dope, right? So let's say the Canelo fight, Jake Paul fight was made, hypothetically, right? He hits me up. I do one of my 3-minute sizzlers. Boom. I'll do it for anything he wants. Let's say he wants to release an interview. You know, Ward just interviewed I forget who it was, Teddy Atlas, or not, Showbiz interviewed Teddy Atlas. I could do the sizzler. You know, tune in tonight. The dude that screams more than a blah 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 live on the Ring magazine. You know, I could do all that. It'll keep me busy. You got the alert. When'd you get it? Big play. Just now or when? Don't read this. I'm drunk, but I hate Jake Paul now. How old are you, Rosie? Not whatever. Even if you're too young to drink, it's not like I'm going to tell on you. I'm just curious. Nope, didn't get it. Yeah, see a lot of people, Jake crashing out like Trump supporters in 2020. No, I didn't get any alert, and I'm a sub. I know. I subbed to my own shit. I'm gonna go live again I'm gonna do it every 5 minutes on my YouTube app, see, because that worked the other night. I went live on my YouTube app, and that for some reason grabbed and sent the notification. Why you left TBV earlier? I hope. Nah. What you mean why? I was on there for like 2 hours. I started. Don't you follow me? I literally popped on and started my own live when I left. Nah, Ness is like that annoying younger brother who like is annoying, but like I love him. You know what I mean? Like one of those. I don't have notifications of YouTube. Okay. 19. Oh, okay. You look younger. So, well, you are still too young to drink, but I won't say anything. Unless you're in a different country. When the Jake Paul video was on. Okay. Interesting. So when I went live on YouTube, it did send some people the alert, just not me and not a lot of other people. Marco, why does your channel attract young folks? I don't know, but I like it. I like having the young. I love having females in general because it's such a small portion of the boxing public. So, matter of fact, Rosie, if you don't mind talking about it, what got you into boxing? Because it is rare to see females in boxing chats. I mean, we love it. Don't get me wrong, especially like somebody like you. You know you're boxing, but like, what got you into it? Was it like your dad, your brothers? What was it? Make a Jake Paul Canelo video. You'll get 1 million views. Yeah, okay. I appreciate the. By the way, I dropped the Tyson Buster Douglas today. Just dropped it like a few hours ago. Let me know if you saw it. But what do I make it about? They're not fighting. So what am I going to make it about? Jake exposing the industry. And somebody told me today I should go back to doing do more basketball videos. I haven't done a basketball video since. No, in gyms. I'm talking about the boxing chats, Danny. That they are rare. I'm a Mexican, and we have no other sport. Well, don't you guys love soccer? Am I wrong? Isn't soccer like big? Or am I just bugging out? I thought soccer was big. I'm drunk, ignore me. Okay. Well, you're typing. I've gotten drunk messages before. Yours don't look that bad. Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, I'm gonna go in 1 more minute. I'm gonna go live again on this fucking thing. See if it finally sends the alerts to everybody. We suck at soccer. Yeah, but soccer's big. Bro, that Rosio account probably a man. It was made earlier this year, but the profile picture has a selfie of an iPhone 6. Well, that'd be really weird if a man's doing that. It'd just be strange, but okay. Hey, bro, what's up? Who's racist? What? Why are you saying racist? What type of chick talks? I disagree. But whatever. If it is, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. I don't give a shit either way. But this would be the weird place. You see? A chick will talk like that. I think she's really good. Why would you come to a boxing room and pretend to be a girl? She's not hitting on anybody. She's just chilling, talking boxing. That doesn't make sense. You're a goofball, Alberto. All right, I'm gonna try and go live again. See if it finally gets this fucking alert out to me. Once I get the alert, I'll stop. I'll do this shit every 5 minutes. I don't give a fuck. It's not taken away from our thing. Okay, but Ness was right. Find the truth before speak. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You have gotta be. You, tone deaf, have gotta be fucking kidding me. Ness was right. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. The dude was clearly having a bad day. I was the truth. There is no video. First off, you fucking clown. I said I heard. That's for starters. I heard. I didn't say, yo, for sure, fuck that. I said I heard that he didn't blah, blah, blah. That's for starters. So what you said is fucking stupid, for starters. Second, there is no video of Nate Robinson sparring at all. So there's no proof. Third, I talked to NBA dudes who played with him, Kendall Gill, like pros who said that shit about him, who know him. So that's ridiculous. Are you the same kind of guy who thinks I just watch highlights because you're like listen to whatever Ness says, like some kind of a weird fucking Nazi army follower? Anybody can go on and say, "Oh, I heard," or allegedly, or there's nothing wrong with saying that. That dude was clearly cranky because he was freaking out on everybody. So if you'd even say that is a little disappointing. I thought you were fucking smarter than that. Yeah, okay, that's not me she's talking about. Think about it, chicks don't. That guy, not you, huh? I know this might sound crazy, but how about Jake Paul versus Wilder? Wilder would do it in a fucking second. Did anybody, by the way, just get the alert? Because I just went live again. I don't box, just watch it. Ness to be having Ness. Yeah, he's also trolling. Alberto was raised in the social media era. Give him a pass. All right. Not a clan. You numbnuts. That's like that fight. What? Like you talking about? Marco, Ness just get pressed when you talk about people. Well, no, he was in a bad mood, obviously. That was obvious. So that's it. But then also he probably got mad that I was fucking with him, about his curtains. And then also he got mad because he says something goofy, trying to compare, Nate Robinson getting knocked out, who's never thrown a punch, to two of the greatest fighters in their weight divisions who ever lived, Pacquiao, and then Tone pressed him, and then I pressed him, so he just got defensive. Psychology 101. And you mix that with already being in a bad mood and maybe not smoking enough weed, you get the Brick City crankster. But I love Ness. Allegedly heard that Canelo killed the sparring. Get the fuck out of here, Danny. He did not. Yeah, he was cranky or just trying to spin it. Nah, he was cranky. You saw it in his face. He was like sitting there pissed. But hey, look, like I said, everybody gets to be, I get cranky sometimes. You know what I mean? It happens. Nobody's perfect. I don't know, Rich. I don't know. He used to be. That's what I heard, but I didn't grow up around him. I don't know shit. What's real? What's not? I don't know. But when you left people through something different, he does respect. But when you left people fought something different, he understands that you have to leave because of fame. Huh? I don't get what you're saying. Stop smoking weed and start smoking salmon. The fuck does that mean? Definitely love. I think all Jake's fights are scripted. Yeah, look, it's possible, Tone. It is possible. I don't think so, though. There's a couple that looked real. That one where he knocked that one dude out, that shit did look kind of fake. The black dude, he was a dude with actually, he was like an amateur. They said he was a national champion, but I don't know if I believe that. Hold on, guys, give me 1 second. My bad. It was hot as shit. Yeah, you can call in. Okay, go off. She's drunk too. All right, let's do it. Let's see her call in drunk and everything. Well, don't go off on me though. But other than that, no problem. She's gonna be like, fuck you. That's gonna be really funny if she or what if it's like, all right. Ness was off the chain, I think, because he can't smoke every 10 minutes. Is he? Oh, he is? Is he in an actual hotel? That's funny. I thought he was like in a different room in his house. I didn't realize he's in a real hotel. That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, hey man, some people who smoke when they can't smoke, they get cranky. What are you gonna do? Mr. AGR, what up, blood? What's up, Marco? Have you seen Bud's clips where he said he'd never fight Canelo because of yes, but that was, you know, he beats fucking Errol Spence, and you know, shit changes. You know what I mean? He beats Errol Spence, and shit changes. Superman, what up? When you left, people were saying you got kicked off, and Ness was like, nah, me and Marco always go at it, but we have respect for each other, and we just have to leave sometime. And we just have to leave sometime because, oh yeah, yeah, that's absolutely true. That's my man. That's my man. He was fucking, like I said, he was like a little brother, little in age, but not little in height. He's fucking huge. Everybody would fight Jake Paul for a bag. Shit, all of us in here would fight him. I'll fight him. He'll probably fuck me up because I'm older. He's way bigger. He's in the gym sparring every day. I haven't done that shit in years. But I'll fight him. I'll fight him. Mr. AGR, I see you're trying to come in the room, but it says your devices are not connected. It is not working for you. So, oh, you just left. And Rosie, if you're going to call in, it's there. Come in and yell at us. Or yell at Alberto. You might see me, CJ. Huh? Marco, do you shave your eyebrows for real? No. They do look light. No, I don't. That's funny. I never thought of that. No, I don't shave them at all. They just look I think they look lighter in this light than they are in real life. Nah, white people, let me tell you something. Tone. I'm assuming, I don't know if you're white or not, but white people cannot shave their eyebrows because then they look sick. Instantly they look sick. Like terminally sick. Nah. Jake might as well fight Shannon Briggs. Did you see what I'm gonna go try and go live again on this, see if it works. Did you see what Shannon posted? Shannon, who's a friend of mine. Shannon posted a video of his text messaging, because you don't forget something, guys. Shannon Briggs taught Jake Paul and Logan Paul how to box. They started with him. So Shannon went on and messaged Jake, yo, fight me. And Jake's like, nah, there's a long line, but blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So he asked him, of course. I believe this on another 30 seconds and we get off. I wonder if any more alerts go out on backstage. Okay. Somebody's missing. Where's Eon? I don't know anything about boxing. I just watch it. But what do you mean you don't know anything? You talk a lot about it. You know it. You should try to get a Shannon on the live. Yeah, he would come on. Not if you draw some on. I dare you to draw on eyebrows. Why the fuck would I? If I'm gonna draw on eyebrows, I might as well get a toupee too. Might as well do the whole shebang. Oh yeah, I forgot. I just realized. Yeah, Eon. Well, I don't know where Eon's at. All right, let's get CJ Rich. What up? CJ, you there?
Yo, Marco, what's going on, man? Good evening.
Good evening, my man. What's popping?
Shit, man, I was just, sitting back, relaxing, enjoying the Friday evening, sipping on my favorite beverage, and talking shit to Alberto. I told him I would see him at Border Wars if he was down.
What's your favorite beverage? Is my question.
Oh, a hazy IPA.
Oh, you know what that? Oh, IPA. Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I could probably get down to 54 in a couple months, and
Have you fought before?
no, man, no, I'm just bullshitting, man. I'm trained in like I was wrestling at like the state level in high school, and then I've had some jujitsu and taekwondo. I was a black belt, but no, I've never actually never put on the gloves in an official capacity. But around the neighborhood, we would always throw on the gloves and just go out in the middle of the street and do our thing. But
Remind me, where are you from again?
the Bay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That Jake Paul video was crazy.
Yo, he was talking a lot of shit. I mean, his points. I'll give him a lot of credit for his marketing because the points he was making were spot on. But
A
uh,
couple. I disagree with him saying that his fight will be bigger than Canelo's because who
right,
could it depends who Canelo fights, and also when he goes, I'm loyal. I've made this point before. Loyal, or are you contractually obligated to Netflix?
yeah,
You know
he
what I
just
mean?
started. He just signed on with them. So yeah, you got it with that. That's very accurate. Yeah, he has to live up to his end of the bargain. He's off to a great start, obviously, with the Tyson fight and bringing attention to the ladies. That was a good move.
Hmm.
And I love what he does behind the scenes. Don't get me wrong. I would love him as this generation's Don King or what have you. But as far as being in the ring and taken seriously, no, I can't support that. I'm too much of a purist, or call it what you want. But no, I don't. I wouldn't like him to see him take opportunities. There's no way that Canelo can fight a Jake Paul before Benavidez. That's what I don't want to see. That's all.
Well, you kind of have to structure it that way because you can't put the riskiest fight first and then all the others crumble to shit.
No, okay, I understand that as from a business sense. Yeah, that's a great point. Um, yeah, again, just being a purist, I guess, being an idealist, I would rather see him take on the top contenders and then do the bullshit at the end, kind of like Floyd. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see how it plays out.
But I'm not crazy about what is it? Charlo, which I don't think anybody wants to really I mean, whatever. I guess that's not bad, but again, he's fighting smaller people now. He's staying smaller, smaller, smaller. And then what? He'll save the bigger dudes possibly for the end, Bivol and Benavides. Two
That's
little
fair.
guys and two
That's,
heavier guys.
that's very risky, but I guess he's maybe just trying to cash out, strictly at that point. Even more openly, even more obviously than he was before. Just, strictly, yep, I got to get my get back. I can't get my get back versus Floyd, so I'll rematch Bivol, try to clean that one up.
Yeah.
And then finally the one everyone wants to see in Benavidez. And that's
Yeah.
that's the best case scenario, man. I'm not convinced that him and Benavidez will ever come to terms, man. I don't know. It has that Lewis Bow feeling to me that it'll just never happen. Unfortunately, I hope they prove me wrong, but I don't see it happening ever. Unfortunately,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure it'll happen either. But that video is wild, and he provided the what are those called? The sheets. They're called term sheets. That's what they're called. He provided the signed term sheets between the two of them.
okay.
I, I mean, what really ruined this? Was it really Turkey really just hating Jake? Seems
I
like it.
didn't I didn't see that. I was driving at the time. Wow, the signed term sheet. So that's official tissue. Wow, wow, that's a very strong compelling
Oh.
argument on Jake Paul's part.
Yeah,
Um,
no, Jake, and he posted pictures of the signed term sheets. He posted pictures of both their signatures, and then he said that it just crumbled, and he was like, you're full of shit. You were sitting there saying you don't fight YouTubers, yet you were right about to,
mhm, mhm. Wow, great point.
right?
I do not see Turkey and Jake Paul working in a co-promotion. You would have to show me that
Right. Well,
before
yeah,
I
exactly. But he was going to. Everybody watching, the link is out
well,
in the chat. If you want to call in, click it. Go ahead.
Marco, hear me out. I'm not convinced that that was gonna happen. I think it was either or.
What do you mean? Oh, you think he had them? You think he had either Jake or Crawford?
Yes. Based on how things have gone down now, and Jake's reaction because, Canelo and Crawford, and I believe Turkey himself, confirmed that it's back on, but they never said that the Jake shit was off. Jake reacted, and that told us that it was off. So, yes, that tells me it was either or.
Mm,
You
okay.
feel me?
Yeah. No, I feel you. All right. Well, anything else you want to touch on?
No, man. That's good. I'm gonna settle down, try to stay out of trouble. Alberto, 154 pounds, Border Wars. Hit me up, homie.
Oh shit,
Peace.
Alberto. All right. We have somebody here. I don't know who this is. Oh, they just left. Hello, who this?
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's up? Who's this?
This is Black Crawford beats no credit Canelo Alvarez.
Ah, okay. What's up? So, what are your thoughts on everything going on?
I just wanted to talk to you, buddy. I don't be liking your takes, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you
Oh, so why call in then?
because I wanted to just talk to you, get your mindset. Why do you think the way you think when it comes to boxing? And you were a boxer yourself.
What takes do you not like? What do you mean?
The first fight, Canelo versus Crawford. Why do you think Canelo beats somebody who's better than him?
Because size matters.
Size.
Size matters. Oh, not always, obviously, but I think size matters. So in this instance, I think Canelo just beat two. But I will say I do give Crawford a decent chance because he is an exceptional fighter.
Why didn't size matter in Usyk versus Tyson Fury and Usyk versus, and let's remember Usyk moved up to heavyweight. He didn't start at heavyweight. He moved
Right.
up to heavyweight.
He did. Because each fight, like I'm saying, it's all specific to each specific fighters. Like all of them are different. Size matters sometimes it doesn't. Look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was 5'10", and his lack of size didn't matter. Matter of fact, he used his short size to his advantage. So it's all about the fighters. And I think in this specific instance, especially after seeing Bud fight Madrimov, I don't know if he could handle somebody as big and as aggressive as Canelo.
I don't think he was motivated for the Madrimov fight. That Madrimov fight, if you're gonna base Crawford versus Canelo from the Madrimov fight, I think you're making a big mistake. That Madrimov fight, he wasn't really motivated. That wasn't a fight to get him up where everybody was like, man, your back is this is a guy who has a chip on his shoulder, who always had a chip on his shoulders, likes when his back is against the wall. When people are like, man, you're gonna lose to this person, that's when he shows up. Those are the people you gotta watch out for.
You might have a point. Madrimov is a very different fighter. He's herky jerky. It's tough. You might very well have a point. I think the one thing Bud doesn't do exceptionally well is defense. I'm not saying he's bad, but he's not exceptional. Everything else he does is exceptional. And I think that's going to be a big downfall for him.
Okay, let me give you this, right? Let me give you this. All right. What if I told you, because I know I have Bud personal number.
Okay.
I have his best friend Chucky number.
Okay.
I have his nephew Trey number. I spoke to Bud on the phone. I had Trey on my YouTube channel, and I talk to his best friend all the time. What if I told you Bud is not as small as you think he is?
What you mean? Like he walks around mad heavy?
What if I told you his highest weight is 188?
Damn.
This is what a lot of people don't understand. They keep thinking this guy is a small guy. Every time they talk about Bud, oh, he's 135, he's 130. This is a grown man. He ain't been 135 since he was 18 years old, 19 years old.
He fought at 135, though, older than 18. He fought at 135 in his 20s, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's been a long time. He had to cut that weight. He had to cut weight to make that weight class. But I'm saying he's 37 years old. You think at 37 years old, you're gonna keep calling him a 135-pound fighter?
Yeah.
You can't. You got to think about it. He's a grown man now.
Well,
so
you're swaying me a little bit. If he walks around damn near 190, that's a different story.
this is what I'm saying. That's why people keep mentioning size. I'm telling people. I'm saying size is not gonna matter in this fight. Size is not. This fight is gonna come down to IQ. This is what I'm telling people.
Mm.
The fighter with the better IQ and better game plan is gonna win this fight.
Mm. You know, I, the one thing I will say too, which another reason what makes me lean more towards Canelo is the chin Canelo has. Like, I don't know if Bud can hurt him, but again, we've never really seen Bud been hurt. You know what I mean? So, but Canelo's so much bigger, at least on paper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The chins are the big question mark. You know, what happens when Canelo lands and what happened when Bud lands?
The problem with that for both getting hurt, both Canelo and Crawford possess a skill, elite skill. I don't see either man getting hurt. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying the fight comes down to IQ and who has the better game plan. Because I know the fight's going 12 rounds for a fact.
Okay.
I don't see anybody getting knocked out. The reason why I don't see anybody getting knocked out, Canelo hasn't had a knockout in 4 years.
Yeah.
So,
But don't forget, he's been fighting bigger guys until he fought Charlo, who didn't stand still, so he couldn't knock him out even if he wanted to.
yeah, bigger guys, but come on, bro, bigger guys, but low level, low skill. But if they were bigger guys and more skill, you think he was gonna knock him out? I mean, hold on, what did I just say? My fault. I forget. I got confused for a second. But bigger guys, but low skill, and he couldn't knock him out. So what that tell you? That means he's slowing down a little bit.
Maybe.
He was able to knock out guys like Kovalov. That was impressive. I gotta give you that.
That was.
I can't believe he knocked out Kovalov.
No, me neither.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't want to sound like that, but I thought the fight was fixed. But
well,
I don't want to sound like that.
No, I will say I believe Kovalev didn't, and this has been a while, but he didn't look like he was throwing punches very hard. I remember that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When he knocked out Kovalev, I was like, damn, he knocked out Kovalev?
I mean, no, those punches landed. He caught them, but Kovalev,
yeah, they landed, but
I remember thinking he's not really, he was just kind of keeping Canelo. He was winning the fight, but he was tapping him, keeping him, but not really following through.
Yeah. Those jabs was like pity pat.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, we got a cue here, but what do I call you if you call it again? What's your name?
Bud Crawford beats no credit Canelo Alvarez. But listen, I want to finish with this, right?
Okay.
I have $10,000 cash for anybody who want to match my 10K. And mind you, I have a boxing boxing Instagram page where I drop free parlays. I had a clean sweep this weekend.
Okay.
I called the Stephen Fulton versus Stephen Fulton is actually from my city. I'm from Philadelphia. I called the Stephen Fulton versus Figueroa upset. I made a lot of money on that fight. I have 10K for Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez being the biggest upset of this year. If anybody wants to match that 10K, my Instagram is open.
I got you. Do you know Greg Hackett personally?
No, I seen him in the gym. I seen him in the gym. I seen his fighter, Jalil Hackett.
I was about to ask him about you if you knew him because I'm cool with Greg, but if you don't know him.
No, I don't know Greg. But I seen him in the gym. I seen his fighter. I wanted to spar his fighter, but I never did.
All right. I bet. Well, look, man, I appreciate you calling in. Call back.
Well, tell people, whoever want to bet, send them my way.
Got you.
All right.
Peace. All right. That was good. Who should we go with? Let's go with Rich Porter. What's up, Rich?
What's going on, Marco?
Cold chilling. How you doing?
Chilling. All right. You was talking about the Canelo's chin, but Bud Crawford's chin. The thing about that is they both got a good chin, but we seen Canelo lose with a good chin. We ain't never seen Bud lose with his chin, regardless to whoever they was fighting.
Good point.
And on top of that, Canelo picked opponents at the right time. I think Bud just might be right for the pickings though. You know, I don't know though. I got to see the fight. I don't know who's gonna win.
The dude who just called in kind of made me like, does Bud really walk around at almost 2 bills? Like, damn.
Yeah, Bud walking around big like that.
But that's big. That's like bigger than Canelo.
Yeah, how big you think Canelo is?
That's a great point. I don't know what he walks around at, but generally the rule of thumb, these guys usually are like 15 pounds heavier
Yeah,
than weigh in. So like 185, something like that.
yeah. I got him around 185.
It's hard to tell.
And then my other thing I was going to talk about with the cards that's coming up this month, man. It's next week the top ranked card, Keyshawn Davis, Shoo. Then you got Abdullah Mason on there. That's gonna be good action. And then the 22nd you got Shakur and all of them coming up. I think boxing is coming back, man.
It's on its way. Where's Shakur fighting at?
He fighting in Riyadh with on that big
Oh,
card.
right. Yeah, the Bivol. Right.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that card is wild. I mean, this turkey is causing major waves.
And man, I love it, man. We ain't had it like this in a while. We need it because like in the 80s, 90s, we had different stars. You know, it wasn't just one star. The sport was banking on one or two stars. You had in the 80s, you had the Four Kings and then the heavyweight division. Then in the 90s, you had Roy Jones, Oscar, Whitaker, and all of them. Like we need more stars. So I kind of like it. And then with Turkey, with his cards, what I was telling somebody is his cards is putting exposure on people because like Nick Ball, now people want to see Nick Ball fight off of a Turkey card. Martin Bucoli, people want to see Martin Bucoli fight off a Turkey card. Like people are getting exposure off of Turkey cards. So I like it.
For real.
Yeah. He bringing it back. He giving people that shine. And if you lose, he ain't just throwing you away. He giving you another opportunity like that welterweight tournament he got going on with T.O. and all of them. I think he got the winners going to fight each other and the losers going to fight each other. So, you know, he's still giving you out. Because I don't think, and only the American fan base do that, we throw fighters away when they lose once, which is stupid to me. Like, if you tough 50-50 fights and you lose, you deserve to be still up there because you taking that fight. You ain't ducking like the faces of boxing. But, you know, that's another story.
Yeah, well, look, Tyson Fury lost twice, close fights, and he's thrown away basically.
Yeah, people shouldn't do him like that, man. He took that fight, you know. I mean, you shouldn't do him like that. Just like Devin Haney, even though he lost to Ryan or whatever.
That's one fight, and there was drugs involved. Like you got to give him another shot.
Yeah, and he's fighting but he was taking the fights. Loma, Regis, Cambo, like he was taking the fights, you know.
Yeah, he was for sure.
Yeah. So,
anything else you want to touch on?
I mean, pretty much. Nah, I mean, I'm not watching that March 1st fight with Tank. I'm not watching that fight.
I'm gonna be there most likely because it's in my city.
That's kind of Jake Paulish a little bit, but I ain't watching that. Yeah, it is in New York, huh? That's not Barclays.
Barclays, and yeah. Now I'm gonna be there. Most likely. I don't know. But they didn't approve me for my goddamn media credentials for the Keyshawn fight, which is surprising. I thought they would, but so we'll see.
Damn, man, that's what I was gonna say, man. Hey, man, Marco, man, they need to get you on something fast, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I've been telling all you guys. I had to hit up Turkey, hit up Ringside, you know, just message him on Instagram, like, yo, we follow this guy, Marco Boxing, blah, blah, blah. I think he'd be great for you. And I'm trying to get a bunch of people to like reach out because eventually he'll listen.
Start sending him your content. Do you send him your content?
I do. But, it's like, and I've hit him up, but, he's, how it is with Instagram. If you don't follow, if the person doesn't follow you, it just goes right to the junk folder. They don't even see it.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I think you, Ness, Two-Tone, all y'all do a good job over there, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I watch it every morning, so.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thank you. And I appreciate you coming in here. Appreciate you coming in here, too.
Okay, for sure, Marco.
All right, my man. Talk soon. Peace. All right. Let's do Jorge from Mexico. ¿Qué pasa?
Yo, ¿cómo está, señor Marco?
Muy bien. ¿Y tú? That's all my Spanish, though. So.
No, that's good. That's good, man. I just tuned in not too long ago.
All right.
Canelo Crawford. I think it's. I'm a Canelo fanboy, so I
Okay.
gotta admit, I like Canelo. Even if he
So
fought Jake,
since you're a Canelo fanboy, would you have been okay with a Jake Paul fight?
yeah, and I said it on the Boxing Voice earlier.
Mm.
I said that or I think it was yesterday, that if he fought Jake Paul, it'd be good, for boxing for whatever reasons Nestor said, and even if he fights Crawford, I think it's still good. I mean, I'm gonna watch all 4 fights that are coming up. So,
Okay.
I was talking to Joseph Heron or something. Do you know that guy?
I don't know.
He's like he's like a reporter. He has his War Week Boxing. He has a channel. I think
That
it's called.
sounds really familiar. Maybe I do. Yeah.
Well, I was talking to him earlier. In like also a podcast.
Okay.
And he was saying he was mad, or not mad. He was just saying that Canelo's taking boxing from America now, since he's going to Saudi, and he was talking about how Canelo's killing the sport now in America.
That's goofy.
Yeah, exactly. And I even talked about Ness in the show, and Neffel started talking mad shit about the Boxing Boys, dude. And that's why I was wondering if you guys knew him.
No. I mean, I don't. Nah. It sounds familiar, but I don't know. Because I see so many screen names. Sometimes I'm on TBV. Sometimes I'm on my own show. I forget who's who, where, what's what. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. But I'm gonna clip my my interview and I'll send it to you. You can check it out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not the greatest, but he has a lot of followers. I think he was like 16,000 or something.
16.
I think so. I'm not sure. Let me check.
Okay.
I got him on here.
Ryan,
Well,
you want to jump in, Ryan? Go for it. Oh, my bad. Everybody watching,
No.
if you want to talk, if you want to speak your opinion, click the link. Come on in. Anyway, go ahead.
It's WAW. I don't know. Hey, Marco, did you ever fight in Mexico?
No, I never fought outside of New York City.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was watching some of your fights, man. I mean, on YouTube.
Oh, appreciate it. Yeah. Well, I mean, amateur, I fought outside New York City, but pro only New York.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
but
cool,
that
man.
was we're talking 25, almost 25 years ago. Now was the last time I fought.
Well, you were pretty. You were really good. I'm gonna do that. What you said, to hit up Turkey. I mean, he's not gonna.
No, I disagree. I think if you guys help me out enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's free. Obviously, it's free. It's just support. If you guys do it enough, he'll see it. If enough people hit him up and say, "Yo, this guy would be," I'm telling you, he'll see it. It just takes enough people to do it.
It does. Yeah. You got to get like a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, a whole bunch. 10 to 100, 200, 1,000, whatever it is. Eventually, he'll be like, "Wait a second, who's this?" Marco?
But you'll get there, man. I'm sure you'll get there.
I appreciate
you
it,
have
man.
pretty good content, and
I appreciate it. I mean, and I'm different. Like, I'm not really a reporter. Like, I don't really like talking about. I like analyzing fights and talking about fights. I'm not really into like the contract negotiations and what man. I don't really give a fuck about that stuff. You know what I mean?
That's great. There's a lot of us like that who listen to shows, are in shows, and whatnot. But I mean, I'm just a fanboy, and I like boxing, and whether it's girls fighting or dudes fighting, I still watch boxing. I watch the little shows here in Mexico, because every weekend we have there's shows, small shows, but they're shows. So
are you in Mexico now?
Yeah, I live in Mexico.
You sound like you're from fucking Jersey.
Nah, bro, I'm originally from California.
There we go. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
man. I'm from Los Alamitos, California. I was born and raised there.
Okay.
And but I came to Mexico when I was about 22, 23.
Okay.
And now I'm 36, and ever since I've been here, I got married, got kids.
Dope.
I settled here in Mexico, but I grew up in the beach, man, in Southern California.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
As a Mexican, this angers me. So I'm curious what you think. When people sit there and say that Canelo is already the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, I think that's ridiculous. What do you think?
I mean, like I said, I'm biased, But I mean, I just think people can't get over Julio Cesar Chavez, and that's what I was going to ask you. What do you think? Who do you think is a
Chavez. Easy.
I,
Easy. Chavez or even Ricardo Lopez. 51 and
yeah,
0. Like, come on.
but yeah, but they were just brawlers, man. They were just. I mean, I like.
Chavez? No, I disagree. Chavez was a brawler, but he was a little bit like Tank. He placed his punches. He set traps. I mean, he wasn't as crafty as Tank. Ricardo Lopez wasn't just a brawler. I think he had a mix, right?
El Finito Lopez, right? Is that who you're talking about?
Finito, yep.
Yeah, he was pretty good. Yeah, but there's a lot other boxers who were, I think, better than Chavez, like Sal Sanchez. Even though
he died too young. I can't.
And you know what? Fun fact: he died like 20 minutes from where I live.
Jesus, he was in a car accident, right?
Yeah, it was in a car accident. And there's even a rumor here in my town where I live that some guy that we know found he was traveling from San Jose to Querétaro, and he just got paid, so he had like a big bag of money or like a suitcase or something. And when he crashed, some dude found it here, and he just became like rich overnight. This is like a
is that like, a fact or that's a rumor?
It's a rumor, but it's an old ass rumor from when he died. You know.
Wow. Yeah. No. But a lot of people put Salvador Sanchez up there, and like I don't know how long you've been watching me, but one of my rules is like I can't put active fighters in all-time talks, and I can't put fighters who had short careers because it's not enough.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't really look too much into Sal Sanchez, but you got Lupe Pintor. Do you know who that is?
No, I never even heard of him.
Look him up, man. Lupe Pintor was one of the greatest.
You got
fighters.
The guys like Barrera and Morales.
El Puas Olivares. There's been a lot of Mexicans. Yeah, Mark. I mean,
you know who's one of the best? Never mind. Jorge Paez.
Paez. I think honestly, I think he's one of the best and one of the greatest, and honestly, even better than Canelo. He was just when he walked out with that wedding thing or wedding gown.
Yeah, he was wearing he's in drag. Yeah,
dude, that guy was fucking fun, and he's still around, dude. He still hangs out with Chavez.
I did a video on him, and he fucking liked the video and commented on it.
No way, man.
Yeah, I was like, dope. He literally liked it and put like a boxing glove comment on it. Those of you who don't know, Jorge Paez came out. Talk about ring walks. People don't realize he was one of the first flashy fighters. He came out doing crazy shit in his ring walks. One of the costumes, he was wearing a fucking bridal dress and a veil.
Yeah, that shit was fun. He came out as a nun too. Don't you think that's where fucking Rodman got it from?
Rodman, you got Prince Nassim Hamed, who was also, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, that shit is great, man.
Yeah.
Mexico's had some great boxers, and I'm proud of that. And I'm so glad. But honestly, from where I'm from, there's not that huge boxing fanaticism. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah,
there's. I mean, people here where I'm from, they're more into soccer and now football. Believe it or not.
I heard that. I heard American football's catching on.
Yeah, Mexican soccer is dying because our team is not that great anymore, and so they're going with right now with American football, NFL or whatnot.
That's dope.
And they have parties. They have like the bars are packed when football's on. This whole season, the football season, bars are packed, man. And it's kind of hard here to find like bars that'll play or that'll play the fights. Like you can go to like Buffalo Wild Wings and you can watch it there for sure.
So can you in Mexico? Can you just like get a pay-per-view? Can you just go through whatever cable company, or how's it work?
No, you get it through ESPN. You get it through ESPN Knockout and through TV Azteca.
Okay.
And right now, Televisa is getting into it. So with Zurdo and stuff, the Channel 5 here in Mexico, but they are free, and but sometimes they're like an hour late. Sometimes, because that's why sometimes I don't even pick up my phone because I follow way too much boxing and I'll
Right.
know the results beforehand. So
All
sometimes
right.
I don't really watch them like that. But
Well,
you know,
hey man,
it was
look,
good to it
yeah, I
was good to
appreciate
talk
you
to you,
calling
bro.
in. Yeah, definitely. You can call in again for sure.
All right, man. Take it easy and have a great night, bro.
All right, peace out. Coach Eddie, what is up? If you're there, the coach.
What up, Marco? What's good? What's good with you, brother?
What up, coach? Chilling.
No, not too much. Just chilling, listening to the content. I think that one caller, he said he liked to bet $10,000 on Bud.
Yeah,
If
I
I
know.
had $10,000 to lose, I'd take him up on it. I'm not really, I'm not really a gambling man, but
That's a lot of
like I
money.
said, yeah, it is. It's a lot of money that has to have a hiccup on, man.
Yeah, I've never been a gambler with boxing. Like a lot of dudes with boxing are so like they got this ego thing with like if they could pick a winner and a loser. I'm like, yo, it's boxing. Like anything can happen. You know what I mean? Anything can happen. So I'm not betting money on that. Fuck that. I'd rather watch it, not be stressed about losing money, and enjoy the fight.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I mean, most of the time they pretty much, and boxing is almost one of them sports where you already know about who the winner's gonna be anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
if you pick in a fight that actually your fighter won, it's probably because he's already set up to win anyway. I mean, yeah, you do have upsets, you do have the underdogs win from time to time, but for the most part, I say 80% of the time that the guy who's supposed to win usually wins these fights.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just reality of it. But as far as the Bud Crawford and Canelo, like I said, Bud fits the criteria of a Canelo fight, small and old,
Did
38
you
years
hear though?
old.
Did you hear what did? Oh, you did hear him. He said that Bud walks around almost 200. You believe that?
I ever seen Bud weigh in like 177, 188 or whatever. I think Bud has had a beer belly at 188 because he's not that tall.
And that's my question. Is it 188 muscle or is it 188 just eating whatever you want and letting go?
188 eating whatever you want, and letting go. Because like I said, Bud's not that tall. Anytime you see these listed heights, just subtract the inch and a half from it.
Yeah. That's
Because
the same thing with basketball. Yep.
Cause my fight, they got Canelo, they got Teofimo Lopez listed at 5'8", and that dude is 5'6". And I know he's 5'6" because my fighter was standing right beside him. My fighter is 5'8", and he was 2 inches taller than Teofimo Lopez in the picture.
Wow.
So these guys, whatever height they got listed, just subtract an inch and a half from it. That's even Tyson Fury. Everybody think Tyson Fury is 6'9". He's not. He's 6'7".
I was gonna say when you see him next to Wilder, he's about the same size. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Crawford is a small guy. I mean,
Well,
frame talk.
what do you think Crawford is? About 5'8"?
I'll say he about 5'7", man. 5'8" with the right shoes on. You know what I mean. But yeah, boxing shoes, I say 5'7". That Mayweather's not that tall either. But I think the reason why Bud's gonna have a problem, and I want to go on the record, I am a Bud fan. I'm an admitted Canelo hater. But I gotta put my hatred aside right now.
Well, let me ask you a question before you go on.
Yeah,
Why do you hate Canelo?
not like hate, like in the
Well,
passion.
why don't you like him? I know what you mean. Well, what don't you? Why?
It just seemed like to me that he was almost like and don't get me wrong, he did put the work in, he did the road work, he took the punches, he did the sparring. I can't take away the work that he put in, but he was also put in a position that other fighters didn't have the luxury of because he was so marketable. And when a lot of people got to remember that when you're marketable as a boxer, they're gonna keep you on the net. They're gonna keep you on the TV all the time. First of all, you're gonna be fighting 3 and 4 fights, and then their argument is, "Well, why ain't your fighter fighting fighters?" Because it doesn't work like that.
Right.
If nobody wants to see you fight, guess what? You're not gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? That's boxing. People like seeing Canelo fight. He sells a lot of tickets, puts a lot of butts in seats. So yeah, the more he fights, the more money he makes. So we're gonna make sure that he gets the marquee matchup. You're gonna get all the old champions on your resume. You're gonna get the Shane Moses. You're gonna get the Carlos Baldomir. You're gonna get the Miguel Cottos. Then you're gonna get to pick a few guys. That you can knock off pretty easy, like the Amir Khans and the Liam Smith and the Rocky Fieldings and the roads, and I mean the list can go on, and you
Yeah.
just gonna look like a superstar. And
Yeah.
then you're gonna have some fights, that's gonna be competitive. The Danny Jacobs fight, that was a 7-5 fight. Triple G, I think Triple G won that first fight, in my
Me
opinion,
too.
hands down.
Most people think that, yeah.
Hands down, man. He won that fight hands down. Laura, it's kind of what you like. Some people say Laura. I think Laura maybe won the fight, but he didn't take the fight. He should have did more just to ensure the victory. Yeah, he maybe outpointed Canelo, but if he would have stepped on the gas a little more, he probably could have pulled that fight off. But
Okay.
I think the reason why he beats Bud, because I don't think Crawford has ever faced anybody like Canelo, but Canelo has faced somebody like Bud. I
Who?
think I would say Laura. I mean, when I say competition and skill wise, I would say Triple G, of course, Floyd Mayweather, of course, there's Lenny Laura. You got guys Danny Jacob. That's some pretty stiff competition
That's a
right there.
good point when you bring up the Mayweather. For some reason, we forget that he fought Mayweather, but that gave him valuable experience.
Valuable experience, and like I say, I don't think Bud is going to be able to show Canelo anything that he has not faced. And I know Canelo has great sparring partners, man. I mean, he sparred with guys like Ronald Ellis, Rashidi Ellis,
That's
sparred
a
with the
that's
Cuban
another.
fighters.
That's a great thing to think about. I wonder who he would use to spar to get ready for Bud.
Well, Canelo has the best sparring partners that money can buy, man. I mean, the guys that are in his. Matter of fact, one of my homeboys went to camp with him. Named Keandre Leatherwood. He's kind of like a journeyman type fighter, maybe like 21-6 or something like that. But he was in camp with Canelo and Triple G. And he said one thing about Canelo. Canelo always had a lot of African American fighters and a lot of Cuban fighters in his camp. So he was able to, you know how it is when you spar people. It's like you get to steal their style. It's kind of like it becomes part of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're actually learning from the guy that you spar with.
Right.
And I don't think that Bud can find anybody that's going to give him the look that Canelo is going to give him, because Canelo is a tricky guy. He has a lot of tricks up his sleeve, and I think one thing Canelo's good at, he's good at making you fight when you don't want to fight. See, the reason why the Madrimov fight looked like that with Crawford actually was able to dictate the pace, which was a nice, comfortable pace that fit him. But Canelo is constantly in your face, even if he's not throwing punches. He's making you punch when you may not necessarily want to punch. You know how that is when you punch it because you don't want you. When you try to punch a guy off just because you have to punch, it wears you out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially if you're not doing any damage to this guy. And I mean, when the last time you seen Canelo get hit with a combination?
Bivol, but not even. But he was kind of blocking a lot of them. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't seen this guy really get hit flush in a super long time, man. I mean, I can't even. It's been a very long time, because if you hit him, he's very good at rolling with the punches, man. He takes the steam off all those punches. Even when he fought Triple G, G never really hit him flush that many times because he rolls shots, man.
But the problem with this whole thing is, let's say Charlo beats Canelo, which is unlikely. Then what happens? Does he still fight Bud?
Well, you got to remember, man, it's a 4-fight deal already signed. So, I mean, who's the star of the movie here? Canelo is. It ain't Bud. It ain't Bud. Bud's the co-star.
Right.
And you're not beating. I mean, in order for you to beat Canelo on the scorecards, you're gonna have to put some serious work in, man. I'm talking about you're gonna have to be working quadruple time. I mean, we seen when he fought Bivol. Bivol worked every second of that fight just to barely get a 7-5.
He sure did.
And a much bigger guy with 6 foot 6'1", weighing in at 175, probably 190 on fight night. And Canelo was pushing him back the whole fight. He had Bivol came forward at time, but for the most part, Canelo just kept coming forward like a little bulldozer, man. And he was just taking those shots on the forearms and stuff, and never really got hurt. He didn't get hurt in that fight. So, I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. A lot of people, I know we like Bud. I mean, I think a lot of people are putting too much stock into that Errol Spence win. Yeah, it was a good win, but I'm a realist, man. Anytime you get thrown out of a car running 100 miles an hour and the car turns over end, and you get thrown out and your teeth get knocked out, get knocked unconscious, you get facial fractures and your skin's all jacked up. You're not the same guy.
Yeah, I mean that could be right, but also the argument is that the human body is it repairs, it heals very well. So that's the
Yeah,
argument.
but
I don't know.
yeah, but I mean, you remember when Vinny Paziano? I mean, he broke his neck. He was able to come back. I don't think he was the same guy. You
No,
know,
he wasn't. But he also, I thought Vinny, and I knew Vinny personally because I was Kevin Rooney was both of our trainers. Vinny, I believe, fought at way too heavy. Like we talk about short, and he was fighting at super middleweight. He was just too big. But like when he fought Roy, Jesus, talk about a mismatch.
yeah. So like I said, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, I'll be rooting for Bud that night. Don't get me wrong. I'll be rooting for him. I'll be pulling for him.
Mm-hmm.
I always like a good underdog. And another thing that I'm gonna let you go. 'Cause I know you got more callers.
Yep.
I guess the reason why that I'm kind of little leery of this fight because most of the time the Canelo the man fans and the fanboys, if the guy's really a threat to Canelo, they really come out and attack that fighter. They
Right.
say, "Oh, he's a horrible fighter. What has he done? He don't deserve a shot. Who has he beat? All the talking points.
Right.
Nobody's doing that.
True. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So most
Yep.
perception, I mean, that nobody really sees him as a threat. I mean,
Right.
when it was David Benavidez, they came up with every excuse in the book why he don't deserve to fight. But meanwhile, he fights Jaime Munguia and he fights Edgar Berlanga. But they deserve to fight, but Benavidez don't. Guys who never been champions. You know the whole
Oh,
spiel,
I know.
man.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, but nobody really pushing back on this fight because I think that people kind of know in the back of their head, even the Bud fans, and I'm a Bud fan too. I know this is a really, really dangerous fight for Bud. And I mean, you seen what he did to Billy Joe Saunders. That's another southpaw. You see how he just picked him apart, man.
Sure. Yeah, a boxer. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a big guy that can move around. He's a lot bigger than Bud is. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting, man. But yeah, that's my take on it, man.
I'm a man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Alberto, you there?
Yeah, what's up, Marco?
What up?
Just kind of following up. I really agree with the last caller. I think he eloquently stated, Canelo's career was kind of moved perfectly. He even had the Canelo weight for a while. He fought Amir Khan at 155. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. at no, he was at 155, and then he fought Amir Khan at some other catch weight. But I'm here to just basically because what is your take? Are you do you like that he's moving now with Bud, or you would have preferred if you would have fought Paul?
Both. I'd like both because it's just more fun, more boxing. If I have to pick one, I'd rather see Bud. But I would have liked both, But I get why Turkey doesn't want to fuck with that. I get it. You know what I mean? Canelo, I guess, didn't want to make the 50 million or whatever he would have made to fight Jake once and then lose the 500 million he probably got signed with Turkey. You know what I mean?
I was reading that. Is it true he's getting 100 million per fight, guarantee?
I don't know. I mean, nothing's until Turkey or the Ring Magazine posts it. We never know. That makes sense, though. That makes sense.
But why would I think Turkey didn't want to let Canelo fight in May because then that's honestly gonna casual fans, they're only gonna want to see Canelo once a year. If they see Canelo Paul, that's definitely gonna grab their attention. But then it's Canelo Bud, who's Bud? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it would have dipped those sales even more, which is why I think Turkey kind of just canned that whole thing. He made Canelo, give him an ultimatum: you either fucking with me or with Jake Paul.
Which
and we
is
know
crazy.
where Canelo went.
And so it turns out that was true because Jake just showed the signed term sheets. So it turns out that was true. Remember that whole tweet. The fight has been suspended. Turkey found out about the term sheet and he was like, no. We're doing business together. You got to remove this goofy ass white boy. And
it made Canelo choose up.
Yeah. and it looks like it was all true, which is nuts.
But honestly, Marco, that wasn't a signed like bout sheet. I think, like you said, it was just like a
It was a term
NDA or
sheet.
term sheet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
term sheet that's how most fights start. It starts at a term sheet, which is almost like an agreement. These are the terms we agree on, and then the actual contract gets drawn up and comes in after.
Yeah, because if it was a signed like bout agreement, I mean, Jake would be laughing right now because he would be suing. He would be taking
Yeah,
Canelo,
no, it wasn't a
cleaning him
contract; it
out.
was a term sheet, right? Very different.
But
Well,
you know how I know Jake Paul's full of shit, because in the you know how he was tweeting, or he was saying like, "Oh, I'm never the ace. I'm never not the A side, and it's not gonna be different with this fight." In the
yeah,
little poster he put in the little video, he's
uh-huh.
literally the B side.
Yeah,
It
no.
literally has Canelo on the left.
Oh, I never thought of that. The left and the right, I guess. But I mean, he's the B side with Canelo, but that's pretty Tyson, Canelo, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and then honestly, I was gonna get on Canelo because I don't really mess with Canelo like that. I know like vlogs, and you got a couple of fanboys and the
Right.
people that really like are devout Canelo followers. I still think that if Benavidez isn't part of like the 4-fight plan, then I don't get the whole point of it.
Well, he might be, but for some reason, because I don't know, when I was on TBV earlier, they pulled up, I don't know where they got it from. That might have been Turkey, but they pulled up the 4-fight plan. And they said the first one is either Charlo or I forget who else. The second one is Crawford. Third one is either Eubank or Bivol or something. Then the fourth one, it just says to be determined. So,
So that might maybe Benavidez.
but why not put Benavidez, or why just leave it? Is that to just build interest or what?
I think it's because it's not what would you say? It's not a foregone conclusion, because I don't think Benavidez is just going to be sitting on the sidelines until next September. So it's like, potentially if Benavidez does go in there with Bivol and better be. I mean, I have Benavidez winning, but it's boxing. Anything could happen. If he were to lose, he would have to get it back in blood.
And Benavidez could lose too. I mean, he's looking to fight Bivol or Beterbiev like before Canelo. Like he could easily lose to one of those guys.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why it's like TBD, to be determined, just because they don't want to. Because how people are so fickle. If Turkey puts Benavidez and then he doesn't deliver that, people are just reading comprehension skills just aren't people's forte. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, Marco.
Right,
yeah, I don't know what CJ's tripping off of me. He's talking about pull up the border wars. Like,
oh, he wants to fight you. And then I don't know what happened with Rosie, but she never called in, so maybe you were right. I think
Marco,
it's a female.
that's a whole ass man. You can't
think
tell
so?
about. Yeah, look at how it's texting. I've never seen a chick text like that.
See, I've been with my wife for 25. I don't have that much texting experience with women because I've been with my wife for 25 years, so I couldn't even call it. No, I do. I text with women, but not like. Maybe you're right. She didn't call in. Well, I actually think because that'd be a weird thing to call into a boxing show, pretend to be like for what?
That happens though, because I remember I used to watch Blue Blood more, and he had like this lady, and you know how Blue's always like salute to the queens.
Right.
He had like this lady, like everyone thought it was a lady, and then I guess it got exposed that it was a man the whole time. So a lot of dudes be on that weird shit.
You know what? We're gonna find. I believe she'll call in at one point. I know when you'll probably say it again when she comes in. So she or he will call in, and we'll find out. But
all right,
Alberto,
peace, Marco. Appreciate you.
Dwayne, what up? You there?
What up, Marco?
What's up? Say what you gotta say. I'm gonna step away for a second, but I can still hear you. Say what you gotta say.
Okay. Honestly, I think Canelo should fight. Should fight Jake Paul first, because I hate Canelo and I hate Jake Paul, but I hate Jake Paul more. So I want him out of boxing. And then he should fight. And then he should fight Bud.
You there?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Did you hear what I said or not?
I just missed the last part. Say it again.
And then I think he should fight Bud.
Okay. What'd you think about Canelo's, Jake's video?
Not gonna lie, man. I saw it already before Alberto put it on, but and I was like, wow, man, this is the first time ever, and probably never happened again. I actually agree with Jake Paul.
I kind of a lot of it, not all of it, but yeah,
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
Because especially when he pulled out about them signing the papers, I thought he was just gonna talk a whole bunch of crap. I didn't think he was actually. But do you think that? But you know those papers are real?
I do. Yeah, I do. Because that's a huge platform. If it's fake, look, there's no way of knowing because Canelo could easily come back and say that's fake, and we'll never know. But I think Canelo would have called him out, or somebody would have said something if it's. I think it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's real. But you never know. Yeah, you're right. I mean, anything could be fake. That's the problem. Anything could be fake. Especially with paperwork, it could all be photoshopped. Who the fuck knows? You know, like how would we know if Canelo's just like, nah, that's not real, and he's lying? Like, how would we wouldn't know. We just have to pick a side now.
True. But I've lost a lot of respect for Canelo.
Why?
It just he plays around too much. I feel like I understand he's a boxer. He's supposed to have that ego, but I feel like his fame has gone to his head too much. Talking about Benavidez talking about he doesn't want to fight Ben. I forgot what he said. He doesn't want to fight Benavidez because he didn't come with him enough respect or something like that.
Yeah, I don't. I
don't. Listen, this is boxing. What's he supposed to say? What's he supposed to kiss your ass saying, please, let me give you CTE?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I'm with you.
His hype's getting too much to his head, and he earned all of that hype, but he shouldn't be making that get to his head. Somebody should kiss his ass for a fight.
Yeah, and I don't. I just think that's his excuse. Obviously, the real reason was what he said months and months ago, which was 25 pounds heavier. He's too big. Like that's the real reason I was want to fight him. I believe, especially after he struggled with Bivol, realizing like, okay, he beat Kovalev, and that's what got him gas. Like, oh, I could do light heavyweight now. I could even do cruiserweight. He was thinking of fighting a cruiserweight. Was it Badu Jack, one of those guys? And then he struggles with Bivol, and ever since then, he's fighting Charlo, Munguia, which is his weight. Berlanga was his weight technically, but Berlanga was a bigger dude, but Berlanga was also way less experienced, so it was less of a threat. You know, you're fighting a bigger guy with Benavidez's experience and skill. That's a whole different ballgame than fighting a bigger guy with Berlanga's experience and skill.
Yeah, that's true. So what you think? So what you think about this rematch coming up?
Which one? Bivol and Beterbiev?
Yeah. Who you think he's gonna? Do you think Bivol's gonna win this time, or William gonna?
I think Bivol's gonna win. Real Estate Life CT. You in Connecticut? I don't know if this guy's in Connecticut. I think that Bivol is going to win, decisively win. I don't want him to win. I'm actually going for Beterbiev, but I think Bivol's going to decisively win. He's just going to put his foot on the gas, throw a little more punches, move a little more, and that's it. And maybe be a little defensively, like don't cover up so much when Beterbiev comes out, and maybe move his head more, because that's what wears you out when you're doing this and you're taking those heavy shots off your hands because some of them slide through, and even if they're hitting your hands hitting your face. It's all, you're still getting hit, even though not as hard, even when you're blocking.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see that Kid Austin versus Shakur fight. I think that's gonna be a good match.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm excited. I believe I've said this before. I believe Kid Austin will catch Shakur and either drop him or wobble him or hurt him. But I do think Shakur will adjust and still beat him easily.
Yeah, some people say Kid Austin fights like, God dang it, what's his name?
Porter.
Yeah. Do you think he fights like Porter or not?
Nah, he had one fight where he got that cut where he was being real wild and being real aggressive. But other than that, he's more of a boxer. Kid Austin's a boxer. He's on his toes. He reminds me of a young David Reed, maybe like a younger, kind of like a Roy style, but not exactly a Roy style.
Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot.
It loops automatically if I don't take off the loop. Anyway, yeah. So I don't see that. I see more of a boxer in him. Although he did have a fight where he was kind of a brawler.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Schofield has. Anything else you want to touch on?
Yeah, Marco. I was sparring today.
Okay.
I was punching the guy. I was trying to break down the guy's body. I started hitting him in his arms, but then I accidentally punched him in his in the elbow, and that hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he kept doing it, and that I've never seen anybody do that before.
He kept doing what?
Using his elbow to block my punches.
Oh, because you were going to his body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I wouldn't try and punch people in their arms. I'm not especially sparring. I would stay away from that if I were you.
I mean, I wasn't punching him like super hard. I was trying to because my coach told me to start experimenting, like trying to break down the body and stuff. So I was just experimenting with that.
So here's what you do next time in a situation like that. So obviously you were throwing hooks because he was doing this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what you do. You throw one hook because he was probably doing this classic block, right? Left, right, this shit?
Yeah.
Okay. You throw one left hook to the body and then come with a straight right down the middle in the solar plex. That's what you got to do because you got to go off normal patterns. So many people always throw left, right, and so many defenses block, boom, 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 or like this. Even the shoulder roll, it's going back, forth. So as long as you double up with a punch, or if you come at a straight angle when they're expecting a hook, or the other way around, if they're expecting a straight, you come with a hook. So yeah, next time when you see that he's in this pattern, throw a couple body, get him in the pattern of doing this, and then come again, and then throw one hook, and then come straight down the middle. You're going to land it right here. And these shits will drop you. They knock the wind out of you. The solar plex punches were my favorite body shot, especially if you hear somebody breathing hard that you're sparring. Like they're a little tired, go right for the fuck, right in the middle. Boom. So that's what I would do next time.
All right.
And you won't fuck your hands up on their elbows on top of it.
Yeah.
So, all right. All right, my man.
All right. Appreciate it, Marco.
All right. Alrighty, so no more calls for now. I'm gonna get out of here in a second. So if anybody wants to jump in, now's the time. Hakeem, what up? Gervonta can't even spell excellence. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Agua Mineral Africanos are going to be mad. They don't. What the fuck does that mean? King Errol need fight Conwell. Errol is not fighting again, Osterine. That's a funny fucking... I know I've said this too, but that's a funny name and a really funny profile picture. King Osterine. I don't think Errol's fighting again. Who's the Philly caller? Who's Bud? I don't remember his name. It's some long shit like Bud gonna beat something. There's some long shit. I wish he just gave me a name like Jay or whatever, Kevin. But he didn't. I mean, just rewind it. Actually, rewind the live. He said his name twice. Because even when he called in, it didn't have his name in the thing. It had just a bunch of letters like KF, GF, YF, Y. Mark almost got caught up. Your super chat racial. Yeah, what's going on? Who says something racial? Well, CJ made a joke before. I saw he said, I don't like black callers, which he was obviously kidding. Now Spence will come back. He jumped in the ring. Was there a video of that? What do you mean he jumped in the ring? What ring? What you talking about? Here, you're my age, so you'll get this one.
What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't think he's coming back. But he might. Bud beats no credit Alvarez. I disagree. There he is. What's up, Vlogs? Where you been? Where you been? And I agree with that statement, by the way. There we go. How do you know that? Bud gonna spank Canelo. Oh, you're joking. Are you joking, or is that what he really said, CJ? CJ's on my helmet. When people say helmet, I always think of... Oh, I guess that is what that means, right? Okay. I'm going to put pause on him at Border Wars. I don't know, man. There's like a 20-year age difference. It's jumped in the ring from Fandora. Oh, that's what he meant. Fantasy fight, Purnell versus Aaron. God damn. Those are two of the greatest welterweights. Literally top 5, whoever lived. It's hard to think anybody can beat Purnell. I don't know if anybody can beat Purnell. Because he was so... I don't know. But Aaron just won't stop throwing punches. That's such a tough one. I'd have to lean towards Purnell. But Aaron, like 55-45 for Purnell. Boots declining. Well, we'll see. Whose height? Are you trying to pick him up? Sweet pea, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hello, Marcos. No S, but hello, Caesar. There's no S and there's no C. There's a K and an O. As in K-O. Oh, boy. Purnell loss. I don't know. Are you saying he would lose, or are you saying he did lose in his career? I know he did lose. He only has one actual loss in his career that's warranted. And that was against Trinidad. And he was older, way older. But that was the only one. He lost his last fight, but that's only because he broke his arm literally in the middle of the fight. And so he had to, he got a TKO loss because he broke his arm, not because he was getting fucked up. And then the De La Hoya loss, a lot of people think was bullshit. And his first loss he had to Hernandez was the guy's name. What the fuck? I'm gonna look this up. I think it was Hernandez, or let me see. His first loss was to Ramirez, excuse me, Jose Luis Ramirez. Split decision, which a lot of people thought was bullshit. Yeah, and this how shows you how much bullshit it was. Actually, no, these scorecards were very lopsided, actually. Did he ever fight Ramirez again? Yes, he did. And he unanimous decisioned his ass. He fought him a year later, and UD'd him. So, yeah. So his only loss that I believe was a real loss was against Felix Trinidad in 1999. When he was... How old was he in 99? He was 35, which, by the way, was old back in 99. That was still when dudes were retiring in their early 30s. That was his only loss, a real loss at 35. But the De La Hoya fight was close. I will give it that. I thought he beat him, but it was close. But again, he was also old when he fought De La Hoya. He was like 33, 34, which, again, was old for him. Mind you, he won Olympic gold in 84. You know what I'm saying? He didn't turn pro in 84. He turned pro. So, or was he 85? Whatever. He turned pro 84, 85. So, but anyway. All right, people. I'm going to bounce. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys. I don't know if I'm going to do one tomorrow during the day. Definitely one tomorrow night, though. But maybe I'll do one tomorrow during the day as well. All right, people. Appreciate you. Peace.